a cold, cold wind blowing here tonight. A chill in the air, honey, something ain't right. I see the writing on the wall, and I hear the bell toll. But Lord, it's so hard letting go. And I can close my eyes, hear all I see. Your haunting voice tortures me. Touch these walls, yeah, memories flow. And Lord, it's so hard letting go. Lord, it's so hard letting go.
Yeah, we got the call that night. Neighbor called in, said she heard 3 or 4 gunshots. Very grisly scene. We had 3 bodies in it. Girlfriend, or lady, her boyfriend, and ex-husband. Double murder suicides.
Well, excuse me, gentlemen, but I can understand that situation that happened that night, but can we get back to the murder in hand, Dr. Corbett?
All right, you want the Cliff Notes of my life? Here goes. Listen, I was born in West Virginia. I worked my butt off, worked my way up to district manager in the coal mines. Then an explosion happened. I lost part of my eyesight. I lost my wife and my 2-year-old daughter. That's about it in a nutshell. That's all I can tell you. Is that good enough?
Man, I didn't know that. All these years we've worked together, I just didn't know that.
What can I say? I like keeping to myself. Shutting everybody else out is what I do best. That's just how life has taught me to be.
I can't say that I know what you're going through, but I do want you to know that, you know, if you need me, you know, I'm here, okay?
Yes, I do. This is my cross to bear. I'm here to answer phones, shuffle papers, take complaints. I'm not here to make friends.
All right, but if you ever want to...
Talk? No, thank you, but thanks anyways.
Can I at least buy you maybe a cup of coffee and some donuts?
Okay, if you're buying, I'm flying.
Sounds great.
Stop! Hey, stop, please! Stop! Stop!
Freeze! Put a gun on the ground, do it now! Turn and face me! Turn! You're the wrong town, boy. Stay. Put you in the car. Hands behind your back. Stop! Stay down. Lay face down. We're gonna cuff you. Stay down.
Hey, hold on.
He killed Annie. He shot Annie.
Hey,
He shot Annie.
hold still.
He's the one that shot Roger.
Hold on.
He doesn't deserve to be treated nice. I can take care of him right now. You come to the wrong town, boy. What's your name, huh?
Give me that hand. Give me that hand.
Come on, get up, boy. Get up. Stand up.
Get your butt up.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Come on, get up, son. Come on, come on. Let's go.
Come on. Get your big butt in there.
Go.
Get in there. Get in there.
Mark, what's going on here? Listen, he shot shot
I
Annie.
just come out around the corner there and found Alex stomping the guts out of this big in here.
He shot Annie. He also robbed the store. He deserves what he got.
Hold still.
He should have pulled me off of him.
What a way to start the day. Murdered last night, shooting this morning. I need a good strong cup of coffee. You got the weapon?
No, it's outside. I can go get it for you.
That'd be fine.
Hold still.
What's your name, son?
They call me Shorty, and I'm not your son. I'm not telling you another thing.
Why did you shoot Annie?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't shoot anybody.
You shot the owner of the store you just tried to rob.
Nope, wasn't me. I don't have any recollection of doing that.
It's fact. You shot the owner of the store, and there are too many witnesses who saw it.
What was you robbing Andy's store for?
I'm not saying another word, big boy.
Who do you think you are? Look what you did to me. Look what you did to me.
Hey, somebody better get this crazy lady away when she gets hurt.
What do you think? It's okay. It's okay.
You better shut your mouth, Dumpling.
You threatened her, Mr. Shorty? I didn't see her do anything to you. You, Mark, did you see her?
Only thing I saw was that Annie's wanting to press charges on big boy here.
That's what I heard too. Annie's going to press charges for theft, attempted murder, and threatened to do bodily harm.
Let's not forget resisting arrest, possession of a firearm, and that bag of weed we're going to find on him here shortly.
Annie, you need to get out of here.
Well, all right, Sheriff. I can do that.
Ah! Crazy bitch! Hey! I told you to watch your mouth. Hey, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You just get that crazy lady out of here.
Excuse me, Meg. So I need to get to Annie
Hey,
here.
Shane, refer to her as Agent Lewis, please.
Gentlemen, let's try and keep this professional. Okay?
No problem, Agent Lewis.
What's going on out here?
Oh, nothing, Sheriff. Everything's okay. Shane was just going to go ahead and take Annie to the ER to get her arm checked out.
That's exactly what I heard.
Sheriff, would you mind filling Agent Richards and I on what happened and how Annie actually got shot?
Sure, let's step in the hall for a minute. Give the guy time to think about what happened.
Well, we can always take Annie back inside.
Thank you. Okay, sir.
Hey, Alex. That's some pretty good fighting moves you have there. I think I'm gonna have to sign up for your self-defense class.
You're welcome anytime. Bring somebody with you. The more the
Thank you.
merrier.
Pastor Stone, I heard what you did. Thank you for being there for Annie when I wasn't. And you too, Alex.
I'll help Annie anytime. That doesn't change things between me and you understand?
Understood. Thanks anyway.
Annie, if you need anything, you give me a call. I'll be right there for you.
Sure will, Pastor Stone, you know. I think I'm just gonna close up shop and just head on home for the day.
Yeah, that's all you're doing today. Come on.
So, Dylan, tell us again, why did you come to Raylan instead of someplace closer to your home?
I was just looking for a place to steal some stuff and buy some drugs.
Damn it all. Look at him. He's still stoned out of school.
Could it be that your dealer's here in Raylan?
I was just driving around. I saw the store. I went in to check it out. Didn't look too busy. That's all.
That's all? You did a little more than just check out the store.
Nope, that's all I did. That store was full of junk. There's nothing in there I could use. So I left.
You stole a bag of money and shot the owner?
Oh, that wasn't me. Y'all just trying to frame me for something I didn't do.
We have witnesses that can confirm your involvement in the robbery at his store and shooting Annie.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Come on.
We had your car towed to the impound lot. Found some interesting things in it.
Yeah, the FBI agents and I found some very interesting things in there.
We found evidence to link you with the missing girls and the death of Miss Chapman.
How many other girls you taken?
And what are you doing with these girls anyway?
All this came from your car.
No, I don't. Be sick. I didn't murder or take anyone. All I do is steal for drugs.
I don't think we're going to get anything useful out of him until he comes down more.
I think you're right about that. I'll take him all back to his cell, let him sleep a little bit more often.
What is he taking that is still keeping him this way? He seems even more stoned than he did yesterday after the shooting.
Sheriff, does anybody outside your staff have access to him?
No, Agent, and I don't like what you're trying to insinuate.
Sheriff, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just asking questions.
I think it's been a long morning. We're done here for now.
You know, there's something going on here, and I don't like it. He should have been in better shape today than he was yesterday.
Maybe, but was it wise for you to accuse the sheriff and his staff?
May, I've been doing this for a long time, and something tells me there's something more than what's going on.
Are you sure that's it? And it's not because I went with Mark for breakfast this morning without telling you?
May, I don't care what you do with your own time, but we've got a case here. And I have a feeling that this is only just the tip of the iceberg. And I don't know whether Deputy Moreland is involved or not.
All right, I'll agree with you that there's definitely something going on here, but I really don't think that Mark, Deputy Moreland, is involved.
Well, we got Dylan tucked away. So what's the game plan for today?
All right, we gave you 15 minutes. I hope your mail bonding is over with the client here. We proceed with the interrogation of Shorty.
Now wait a minute, don't call him Shorty. His name's Dylan Johnson, and I expect you to address him that way.
Shorty? Excuse me, Mr. Johnson. We know you killed Chapman. What'd you do with the damn knife?
Stop right there. Sheriff, you've already convicted him, and he hadn't even had a trial yet.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, what can you tell us about the cigar boxes that we found in your car that contained hair samples and all kinds of jewelry from the missing girls?
Wait right there. You have no confirmation that any of those materials in that box had anything to do with those missing girls. You don't even know if that's his cigar box.
Okay. If he tells us where the two missing girls are, provides this murder weapon, we'll cut a deal with him.
Oh, come on, Sheriff. You can't cut a deal with anybody. The prosecuting attorney has to cut the deals, and he's not even here.
I have not done anything that you
Shut up. Don't say another word. Let me do all the talking.
Well, why do I get the feeling at this point of the game that we're not going to get anything else out of Mr. Johnson today?
Well, in all fairness, Mr. Johnson's kind of under the weather today. I haven't had much luck talking to him, and maybe y'all have better luck tomorrow when you question him.
All right. Mark, could you take Mr. Johnson back to the cell?
Well, before you do, I need a little bit more alone time with him.
You gotta be kidding me. Shorty, Mr. Johnson here, he hasn't been able to say anything intelligent since he's been in here.
All the same, remove his handcuffs so I can talk to him, get my contract signed.
Oh, no, you don't. The only time those cuffs come off is when you're in the cell with him alone.
Well, I guess I'll see him when he gets in his cell then.
All right, Mark. Take Mr. Johnson back to the cell.
Sure thing, Sheriff. Come on, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, if you're looking for someone that likes to take women, look up David Johns.
Come on, quit stalling.
What did he say?
He said nothing.
I didn't say nothing. I just want to go to sleep.
You're probably right. He didn't say anything at all. My mistake. Well, I didn't expect to see that happening.
I don't think any of us did. And who contacted a lawyer for him anyway?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. He's so stony he barely walk or talk. I don't understand what's keeping him in that condition.
You know, maybe the coroner could do some lab work on him. I don't ever remember somebody being that messed up for that long.
Mark, could you relieve me for about 15 minutes? I need to get a cup of coffee.
Sure. You might get me one too.
I guess I could.
You know, that coffee sounds good. Louis, you would like to go with me down to the cafe and get a cup?
Not right now. I think I'll hang out here with the deputy. There's a few things that I want to discuss with him, if that's okay.
Okay. You know, May, we've got to give the director another update pretty soon. But before we call him, why don't we go over some of the things that we've discovered with the case?
Okay, sounds good. Okay, looks like we know we have the 2 missing girls, and we don't have anything indicating whether they were runaways or if they were kidnapped.
Right.
We have a murdered teacher who was actually going to bring us some information about the 2 missing girls.
That's right.
There's no weapon or anything indicating what happened to her specifically. There was a witness, and the only thing with that was that she saw someone who had a black hooded robe, no face. Then there's what Miss Chapman said before she died. She mentioned something about age, rich, and gin.
3 words, yeah.
But we don't even know if that has anything to do with the missing girls or the murder. I mean, we have no idea. And also, we've been to the coal mine entrances. They're still sealed up. Nothing there. And then we also have the skull that Dr. Corbett is examining right now.
Right.
So that's basically it in a nutshell.
Yes, and we sent back Carly's iPad, her iPhone, and Jenny's notes back to the lab for analysis.
Right. Now, putting this all together, what do we know?
You know, at this point, we really have nothing.
Right.
But you know, I know that there's something going on.
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question about your last case?
Sure. I was wondering when you were going to get around to that.
Well, before we were assigned together, I was told that you were on the desk position because of your last case.
That was a difficult one, May. That case is still open. And fortunately, it was 3 years of work gone.
I heard that there was an undercover agent that was killed.
Yes, that was a tough one. You see, Agent Barnes and I, we had to tell her husband and her 4-year-old daughter. It was really difficult.
What exactly happened?
Well, it involved young ladies, that were looking for fortune and fame. They were responding to ads for modeling agents, for people to be able to go and take pictures of them, and even referred them to particular photographers.
Well, there should have been no problem taking down those photographers.
You see, that's what we thought too, but it wasn't quite that simple. You see, the photographers would take the pictures, and then remotely someone would tell him which pictures to take and who would be abducted.
What did they do with the ones that passed the criteria?
You see, the young ladies were sold to the highest bidder, and even some of them were shipped overseas.
So how did they discover our agent?
Well, you see, we thought that there was a mole in our organization, but we just didn't have any proof of that. And what they did was they took one of our agents and 5 of the other girls to a pod. And what happened was the others were executed while our agent saw it happen. And then she was executed herself.
I hope that's not what's going on here.
You know, I don't think so this time. The patterns are not the same. You see, these other girls were looking for fame and fortune, and that doesn't seem to follow along here. Now, most of these people, what they do when they're exposed, they just pick up shop and go from one town to the next.
Well, I think that we should just go with your experience on this case. So that means we don't have anything to report to the director tonight.
No, we don't have anything new. So what we'll do is we'll give him a call in the morning at our regular update.
Right. Sounds good.
Hey,
Hey.
Deputy Mark and I, we went back to the scene to look for the weapon. Fortunately, we didn't find anything.
Well, gentlemen, it's my gut feeling that Miss Chapman had some information right here that she was going to share to us about the missing girls, which probably led to her death.
Agent Lewis.
Yeah.
Did you get any other pictures other than what the coroner took at the scene?
Yes, I sure did. I've got pictures of the bag, and I've got pictures of the car, inside and out.
Do you know when we're going to be taking these girls up to New York?
Well, I haven't heard specifically, but I suspect it'll be soon. There's a lot going on in town.
I really like these two. They have a lot of spunk, a lot more than the ones before them.
What they are on the feisty side.
But yes, I'm shocked at our leaders' extreme action.
Morning, Principal Gentry.
Morning. Agent Richards, Agent Lewis. I assume it's to interview my staff or some of the students because I don't have anything else to offer you.
No, ma'am. We're here to notify you that Miss Chapman was murdered in the parking lot yesterday.
I'm aware of that. Any suspects yet?
Whoa. How did you hear about Miss Chapman? Her death hasn't even been released to the media yet.
It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody's
Business. Blah, blah, blah. You know, you don't seem too upset that one of your employees just recently got murdered.
No. I was shocked to hear such horrible news here in Raylan. It happened to someone that we worked with and we loved.
Miss Gentry, your words of compassion almost brought a tear to my eye. Did you not like your employee?
I suppose you would have liked her better. She was well liked by her peers, and the students voted her favorite teacher of the year every year. Excuse me, I have a headache I have to attend to before my morning staff meeting.
Oh. By the way, Principal Gentry, if we find that you are involved in these murders in any way, I will personally be here to put the cuffs on you and to make sure that you're locked away for the rest of your life.
Is that a threat, Agent Lewis?
Threat? Oh no, Principal Gentry. That's a promise.
I get the distinct feeling that the principal gets under your skin.
Matt, you know how some people are just evil, and you can just sense it.
Oh yeah, I've been around quite a few of those.
Well, you just were around another one because this woman in here is evil to the core.
You know, I have to say something, May. I'm really excited because I thought you were nothing but like a Mary Poppins.
Oh, honey, I have a bad side, trust me.
Carly, we need to think of a plan to get out of here.
But how? We're surrounded by bars, concrete floors. There's no windows. It's hopeless.
Nothing is ever hopeless. We just need to put our heads together and think.
I can't think. This can't be happening. I just want to wake up and this all be over.
Well, this is not a nightmare. It's real. We need to get out of here before something bad happens to us.
What do you mean before something bad happens to us? What's going to happen? What are they going to do to us?
I don't know what they're going to do or what they have planned for us, but what I do know is we need to stay calm, put our heads together, and just think.
Okay, I'll try. Jenny, I'm so glad you're here with me. I don't think I can do this with anybody else.
My dad told me that I could calm a storm if I just put my mind to it. He always told me stories about how much I reminded him of my mom.
Do you remember your mom at all?
No, not really. Just things that he would tell me about her. Like, one time, he told me if I look in the mirror, that I'd see her.
So that must mean you favor your mom more than you do your dad. That's a good thing. I've seen your dad.
He said Mom was very independent, intelligent, and very strong in her faith. Her motto always was, if you don't like what you see, then leave.
That sounds like you too.
Maybe a little bit, but she was very sure of herself. And me, I don't even know where I want to go to college.
That's how you and I are alike. My cousins have known what they've been doing with their life and what colleges they're going to since we were kids.
Well, if we ever decide on a college, but the first thing we need to do is get out of here.
You're right. You know, I've noticed you haven't been eating your food whenever they bring it to us.
I've been saving it for when we get out of here. Who knows how far we are away from town.
That's a good idea. I'll start dividing my food with you so we can both keep up our strength.
That's a good idea. Now, we need to figure out a way to get out of here.
Looks like another beautiful night. Too bad you both are going to miss it.
What do you mean by that? Are you gonna hurt her anymore? Jenny! Jenny, I'm sorry!